about it, Cooper? Duck soup. If someone will keep that sentry off my neck, I'll go with you. Give us cover. Let's have the stuff.
No, this is a cinch. I thought I was going to be scared stiff on my first night mission, but it's
What? When you're on night mission, you talk only when you have to.
Mr. Yemen.
9-9, alles in Ordnung.
Schnaps.
Nicht so viel.
Ist gut.
Combat. Starring Rick Jason. And Vic Morrow. Guest star, Brandon DeWilde.
Lieutenant? 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 Look out, Lieutenant! Quicksand!
My carbine. Try to reach it.
Lieutenant, help me!
Now get it under you. Support yourself. Hold on. It'll be ready in a minute. right, now, Wilder. Listen to me. You've got to do it yourself. You've got to pull your legs up and lay out on your back like you're swimming. Now try it.
I can't. My legs are like lead. I can't move.
Yes, you can. Now pull yourself up on your back. Pull.
I can't. I just can't. What are you doing?
I gotta come down. Try it another way, Wilder.
No. No, get me out now!
Shut up, Wilder. You do exactly as I say, or you'll never get out.
They're looking for us. They'll find us.
You won't find us if you keep quiet.
Lieutenant, don't let them go by. Make them pull me out.
Shut up, Wilder.
But it's the only way. You can't do it. You gotta make them pull me out. Or I'll yell. I mean it, Lieutenant. I'll yell. You take off, and I'll yell. They'll come pull me out. I'd rather be a prisoner than die like this.
Wilder, I'm telling you for the last time. Shut up.
They'll see me.
They won't see you if you freeze. Now I'll get you out.
What are you gonna do?
Gotta get some wire, some rope. Something to do the job. Going back to the fuel depot.
No. No, don't go. Don't leave me. I don't want to die.
You're not gonna die, Wilder. Just hang on to that belt.
You'll never find me again. It's dark and there's Germans.
I'll find you. Just hang on.
Versuch dagegen. Was ist passiert? Amerikanische Saboteur, Herr Hauptmann. Hierher, anpassen! Bring die Kiste. Sucht, wie ihr kann.
Lieutenant? Lieutenant! I don't think I can hang on much longer. Lieutenant? American, you have really put yourself, how you say, in a bad way. We have something in common, American. I am in a bad way also. Some of your countrymen saw to that.
How did this happen?
I don't know.
You fell into this? But you have someone's jacket to hold on to. That does not make sense to me.
How badly are you hurt?
My friends and I were stationed at one of our fuel dumps. I was off duty asleep. Then came the Americans and blew it up. Fire! Explosions and bombs! The end of my friends. And the end of me, huh? Since then I have walked in cold. The Americans. Perhaps you were one of them. You are an American, aren't you?
Maybe we could get help. When your friends find you, they'll probably take you to a hospital.
Friends. They are all dead! I'm the only one left. So many of them. And now it is my turn. But I will not die alone. No. I will not die alone. You are the enemy. Perhaps you were the one who did this to me.
No. No, please. Please listen to me.
Now we can die together. It is easier than dying alone.
Help! Help! Help me! Help! Help me, please. Help!
Lieber Gott, hilf uns. I'm sorry.
Lieutenant, the Germany shot the jacket. Get me out, please.
What are you doing?
Why are you tying it off?
Too weak. I've got to rest for a minute, Wilder. Throw me the radio. I've got a radio company.
Well, get me out of here!
Wilder, there's a crowd buildup at the fuel depot. I've got to let company know.
No. You get me out of here first, or no radio.
I've got to let company know now.
No. You can radio in when you get me out.
I've got to get the information back to company, one way or the other. Either with the radio or on foot.
Lieutenant? Lieutenant? Lieutenant Hanley, come back!
All right, Wilder. Toss me the radio.
If I do, will you get me out? Right after you call in?
I told you I would.
Well, how? You couldn't pull me out before.
The radio, Wilder. All right, careful. King 6, this is King 2, over. King 6, this is King 2, over.
This is King 6, over.
King 2, large enemy buildup. Vicinity crossroads 1-5. Approximately 100 infantry. Trucks, half-tracks. My position, general area, enemy buildup, over.
King 6, wait 1.
Okay, what's the holdup? You called in. Get me out.
King 2, this is King 6. Clear area without delay. Artillery will begin immediately. Over.
King 2, impossible to evacuate area immediately. One man caught in quicksand, over.
Wait 1. King 6, indications enemy attack already in progress. Will begin shelling 500 yards short of your position and walk far into your position in 100-yard intervals. This will give you 10 minutes to evacuate area. 10 minutes. Do you roger? Over.
King 2, I roger. Out.
What's going on?
You're gonna shell the area. They're gonna start 500 yards back and walk in. 100 yards at a time. We have 10 minutes. It's plenty of time. Now let's get you out of here.
It's working, Lieutenant. We're gonna make it. Hurry! Hurry!
Get able, battery. I've got a fire mission.
Yes, sir.
Azimuth 1600. Range 3550. Enemy troops in the open. Have them fire for effect.
Fire mission. Azimuth 1600. Range 3550. Enemy troops in open. Fire for effect.
Add 100. Repeat. Fire for effect.
Add 100. Repeat. Fire for effect.
It's no use, Lieutenant. Go on, save yourself. Go on, Lieutenant, get out now.
Add 100. Repeat. Fire for effect.
Add 100. Repeat, fire for effect.
So much for the crowd buildup, huh? Lieutenant, what do you think's gonna happen when we get back? I mean, what do you think they'll do to me? I tried to blackmail you.
Who's going to tell them?
I am.
I don't think they'll do much, Wilder. Come on, let's go home.
Try to flank them! Hurry! Go with them! She'll get him.
Those shots came from the trees up there. Give me cover. Fire into the trees. Now! Fire! Throw down your weapon. I said to throw down your... Oh, okay, now, just keep your hands up. Hey, look what the kid got.
Good going, Corey. Where's Booker?
Over there, he's hid.
Booker? He's dead.
I'm sorry, little John. I'm sorry, Sarge. Booker,
All right, Corey, all right.
I did everything I could, Kirby.
Oh, we know that, Corey. Nobody doubts that. You got yourself a crowd prisoner, too. So you did okay.
Combat. Starring Vic Morrow. And Rick Jason. Guest star, Dwayne Hickman.
He was telling me just this morning he was going to go back to school when he got out. He wanted to make something out of his life.
Looks like you picked up all the marbles today, Corey.
Yeah. Not only did you kill a lot of Krauts, but you got us the prisoner we needed.
I'm
Still shaking.
Everybody does that the first time out. Don't worry about it.
You stinking Kraut! What right have you got to be alive with Booker lying down there dead?
Little John. It's not gonna help. Leutnant, you speak English?
Gustav Vogel, Leutnant. Nummer 4473.
Kirby. Tie him up.
Ich habe nichts.
Shut your mouth, Kraut. Nobody said anything to you.
How did it happen, Corey?
We were trying to get up closer, and everything happened so fast. He got hit. It all came at once.
Little John.
Okay. Okay, Corey.
I never saw Little John that worked up before.
Yeah, the kid's kind of shook up, too.
He'll bounce back as soon as we get out of here.
Cage, take the prisoner. Let's move out.
Rouse.
How you doing, Corey?
Okay, Sarge.
All right, move.
Something the matter, Corey?
Just waiting for Kirby. How does it work with prisoners, Kirby? What do they do with guys like him?
I don't know. S2 pumps them, gets what they can out of them, and they ship them off to a PW camp someplace. Probably England, States.
That's the hill you marked on the map.
Anything moving?
No, not yet. But it looks like a good place for an outpost.
Kirby, get up to the face of that hill with Little John. Gage, take security. You. Kann ich sitzen?
Huh?
Sitzen.
Yeah, go ahead, sit.
Corey, you want to tell me what happened back there with Booker?
What do you mean? Well, there's always a report. When we get back, I'll have to fill one in.
Well, we circled around to that clearing. The Germans didn't spot us until we tried to make it to those logs, and they opened up. Booker told me to fire cover, and he ran out with a grenade. They were firing at us.
You see him get hit?
No, I wasn't looking at him. It was all kind of confusing. I didn't know he was hit till later, but he got off 2 grenades. Then I looked over, and he was lying there. He must have got hit right after he threw the grenade. Booker did it all. He deserves all the credit. I mean it. He was the one who threw the grenade, blew up that German gun.
Sarge. Kirby and Little John are coming back.
Stay with the crowd. Would you please give me a cigarette? Do you have a cigarette? Do you have a match? Thank you. Oh, your companions have been quite complimentary to you.
You speak English?
Yes, I learned it at the gymnasium. Like you say, a high school in America. Friends are coming back. We will talk again later.
Who gave this crowd a cigarette?
Yeah, I did.
Well, what are you doing? He killed Booker, and you're treating him like a long-lost pal.
All right, Little John, that's enough.
Well, since when is a crowd...
That's enough. Watch the road. Why'd you give him the cigarette?
Well, I just thought...
Prisoners don't get anything until this 2 interrogates them, and that includes cigarettes. You got it?
Right, Sarge.
Don't worry, Corey. We all make mistakes.
I'm not worried. Find any outposts?
No, we didn't.
Well, I'll tell you, running up and down those hills will make a billy goat out of you. Hey, Carl. Fritz, If I spoke his language about 2 minutes, I sure find out where that outpost line is.
Este will make him talk.
Look at him just sitting there. We gotta run our heads off, and all he's gotta do is just sit there.
Well, be thankful we've got him. He's half our mission, remember that.
Hey, kid. Sergeant might put you in for a medal for this. Get yourself a crop prisoner your first time out. Lieutenant at that.
All right, let's go. Cage, take the prisoner.
Go.
Rouse.
Looks like a possibility.
Better check it out. Corey, go with him.
Forget the way I acted about the crotch cigarette, okay?
Sure.
It's just that I was getting to know Booker real good. He was quite a guy.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, let's go. There they are. They can spot anything that moves down below. Maybe we can take them. If I just worked in close enough to throw a grenade, and you stayed here and covered me,
No, Little John. What I mean is, I don't want to stay back in cover. I'll go throw the grenade.
hey, hold it. I didn't mean we'd do it. I was just thinking out loud. Too risky to try to take him. If we swung wide and stay low, maybe we could all get by without them spotting us. Come on, let's go back. Come on.
See anything?
Right where we pegged it.
There's 3 of them, Sarge, with a machine gun. I think we can take them.
No, they've really got themselves a spot.
We can do it.
We're not looking for a fight right now, Corey. The next outpost should be about here.
On the south tip of that hill.
All right, we'll go around them. Stay spread out. Corey, bring the prisoner.
come on. Move out, Corey. I'll bring up the rear.
It is foolish for you to volunteer for dangerous assignments.
What?
You told your sergeant you wanted to attack that machine gun position. Believe me, your friends suspect nothing, so you have nothing to make up for.
Shut up. Just shut your mouth.
Soldier, if you suggest unnecessary risks, or if you take unnecessary risks, your friends may start to wonder why.
What up? Nothing. Let me alone.
I just asked you.
I tripped, that's all. Let me alone. Get away from me. Get going, you.
Hey, Sarge. Sergeant Kidd, Corey? I don't know, he's all nervous or something. Just bit my head off back there for nothing that I can figure. I don't know what's wrong with him.
We'll keep him on the crowd.
It's real rugged up there, Sarge. It's gonna be tough getting close enough to see anything.
All right, we'll check it out. Corey, stay here with the prisoner.
Hey, Sarge, why don't you let me go along? Let one of the others stay here with this guy for a while.
You just settle down, Corey, and stay with the prisoner. Let's go.
Take it easy, Corey. You've done enough today.
Why don't you do what your friend says? Take it easy. What did you, Sergeant, say? Settle down?
You keep quiet.
I understand how it is. Unfortunately, these things happen. You are not the first man to go through it. And you will not be the last. I have seen too much to believe that one moment of weakness makes a man a coward.
I'm not a coward.
Of course you are not.
I fired cover for Booker. I did all I could to protect him. What good would it do for me to get killed, too?
No good at all. You would probably never give in to panic like that ever again.
Don't worry, I won't.
Then why should you be labeled as a coward? Why should that one moment cost you respect and friendship for the rest of your life? But that is what will happen. There's no way to avoid it. Unless...
Unless what?
You and I are the only ones who need ever know.
No.
I know how you feel. You are an honest soldier. But suppose your friends found out exactly what happened.
You gonna tell him?
In any case, if If I am taken to your lines, I will be questioned by you intelligence officers. They are very highly trained men. There's no hiding the truth from them. I would have to tell.
You'd kill you.
Kill an unarmed man with his hands tied in cold blood? No. You would not do that. When I am in those trees, if you fire 2 or 3 shots in the air, you can tell your friends you tried, but you could not stop me. They will believe that.
Stop, Ralph. I'll shoot.
Soldier, do not let your life be ruined when this is so easy.
I took the wrong turn. I thought I was lost for a moment.
You okay? Yeah, of course I am. What are you doing here?
The South's got the outpost position spotted. We're to move out and meet him. You sure you're okay?
I'm okay.
All right, let's move out.
Hey, you, Kraut. Rouse. Rouse. Rouse.
Americana, kommt!
Well, we ought to meet up at the South somewhere over.
Kraut! Come out!
Gotta be chasing Corey.
Keep going! The prisoner is gone. Keep firing! We'll get a prisoner! Keep firing! We can't hold him anymore. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I got one. We got help. About time. Hey, Carter. Zurückziehen. Lenin.
They jumped us.
They had us, too, if you guys hadn't got here when you did.
Where's the prisoner? You gotta win the fight.
There wasn't anything we could do. We were trying to beat off those Krauts, and when we looked around, he was gone.
All right, forget it, Corey. You okay?
Yeah, okay.
I knew it was too good to last. No chance of going back without the prisoner, huh?
We'll have to go after another one.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get another one.
Look at that patrol. They can't be moving too fast. One of them is wounded. Let's go.
Geh weiter! Hier! Gleich da! Mach schnell, mach schnell! Mach schnell! Wir müssen hier weg, komm! Komm! Komm schnell!
Remember, we want a prisoner. Don't fire unless you have to.
Herr Leutnant, der Verwundete. Ja, aber mach schnell doch, mach schnell. I am wounded. I have no weapons. I need help. Please. Please help me. Please.
No, I never saw you. No.
Soldier. You must help me. You cannot leave me. Upon your honor, you cannot.
My honor? We didn't talk about honor when you wanted me to let you escape.
It was my duty to escape.
It's all right, you've escaped.
I am badly wounded. I will die.
You would have died anyhow if I hadn't found you.
But you did find me.
Oh!
Agent Kirby, you're tying him up. We got another prisoner.
Sarge, that German lieutenant, the other prisoner?
Yeah?
I found him. He's wounded.
Where?
Over the hill there. He needs help.
Wait for Agent Kirby. Hey, Sulfur.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Self and a bandage aren't going to fix that. We'll have to make a litter. Stay with him.
I hoped that you would come back.
Why? I won't help you escape if that's what you're thinking.
It is too late for that. I am glad you are here.
So you can tell them about me?
No. I will never do that. Soldier, listen to me. One moment of weakness at the battle does not make you a coward. It is the lie, denying that moment, that does.
Well, we still have one anyway.
All right, let's go.
Sarge, wait. I've got to talk to you. To all of you. It's what happened, what really happened this morning. It wasn't like I told you. It's my fault Booker's dead. I didn't fire cover for him the way I should have. I pulled back and ducked. I was scared. I didn't help him when he needed me the most.
The General Lieutenant, he saw what you did, huh?
What are you telling us all this now for?
Yeah, it's all over and done with. What good do you think it'll do?
I don't know.
I think I do. Kirby, Maynard, keep on the BAR. Hey, check the security. Go ahead, Sarge.
Be hooked up in a minute, Sarge.
I'd even like to be a Kraut tonight.
Huh?
I mean, they're all tucked in and snoring away. We're out here digging holes in the middle of nowhere.
Quit griping, Kirby. We gotta fill the gap between the lines. It could be worse. At least nobody's shooting at us.
I don't mind filling the gap, I just don't see why they can't wait till morning.
King 2. I reached point X-ray, setting up position.
Good. Report here for squad leaders meeting.
Yes, sir. Out. I have to go back to the CP for a squad leaders briefing. Kirby, take over until I get back.
All right, Sarge. This ain't gonna be so bad after all.
Don't get carried away, Kirby. The Sarge isn't going to be gone forever.
Hey, right, Little John. I'd never forget that I came up through the ranks. Then, command's got responsibility. I can't ramrod this whole operation here while I'm standing on the end of a shovel, can I? Come on, dig them in real good, boys.
Acting squad leader. Boy, are we in bad shape.
Hey, Maynard, don't forget, me and the sergeant want them ARs dug in nice and deep.
Okay, Scotty, stick her in.
Hey, come on, Maynard, you ought to go deeper than that.
Oh, really? Well, I'll export. This happens to be my BAR team.
Well, it's attached to this squad, ain't it? Now, come on, Sarge will make you do it right when he gets back, so let's do it right now.
If Saunders wants us to dig deeper when he gets back, we'll dig deeper. Till then, this is it.
What's the difference? The crowd's been heading the other way for a week.
Well, how do you know? You got a friend in G2 or something? Hey. Cage, what happened?
Cross jumped me. They let me out there for dead.
Just take it easy, Cage. Looks like the crowds have stopped running the other way.
Man out, you guys, all sides. I'll call in, get the Sarge.
He hasn't had time to reach the CP yet.
I can get Hanley. Tell him what's happening. Wells, get me CP.
It's dead.
What?
The phone, it's dead.
What are we gonna do now, Kirby?
Combat. Starring Rick Jason. And Vic Morrow.
It's dead.
Well, keep trying. Sarge just talked to Hanley on it.
Yeah. Before someone cut the line. Before Cage got it. What are you gonna do, Kirby? Stay out here all night and play with a dead phone? There's crowds out there.
It might have been part of a recon patrol.
Want me and Austin to go out and check?
That's a good idea. You stay here, though, Little John. Dean, you go out there with Austin. Check that area real good. Well, come on. You check it out and make sure your half of it's working okay.
We gotta get Cage back.
Sarge will be here soon.
That knife went pretty deep. Now he's bad.
Well, Sarge will be back soon. We'll get some orders. Now do what you can for him.
Kirby, there's nothing wrong with the phone. It has to be on the line. Well, do you want me to follow it back and check it out?
Okay, take Johnson with you.
Wait a minute. What are you trying to do, Kirby? You got Austin and Dean out there now. If you let these two guys go, it'll leave us 4 men short, besides Cage.
Well, how'd you like to check that line out with nobody to cover you?
I gave him morphine, but it's not doing much good. We ought to get him back.
I know it. I know that, Doc. How about it?
Out of pain.
You sure?
Yeah, we went back past the farmhouse, not a sign.
Looks like you were right, Kirby. Maybe those crowds that jumped Cage were just on a routine recon patrol. Cut the wires and took off.
Take your positions. Okay, you guys take off. Follow the line back and find that break.
Right.
Wills will find the break. And we can call in.
Yeah. If we're still alive.
Listen, man, I don't want this job, but I got it. And you ain't helping me a bit by mouthing off all the time. Keep your trap shut, you hear me?
Wills and Johnson will find the break and fix it. It'll be okay.
You gotta keep him quiet, Doc.
I can't give him any more morphine. It's too soon. What he needs is a hospital.
Easy, Cage. Easy.
Sarge? Sarge?
Shh.
The crowd's out there. Gotta tell him. Sarge?
Sarge's not here. He'll be back.
Jump me?
What are you gonna do? We gotta get him back.
What happens if Mills and Johnson don't find the break in that line?
What do you think? They'll find it. And if they don't, they'll just keep on going till they get back to the CP. Tell Saunders and Hanley what happened.
The new overlays.
Things have changed, huh, Lieutenant? Yeah. Krauts are planning a big push. We just don't know where or when.
Lieutenant, the phone lines are out. The CO just got word from battalion. All the lines in the front have been cut.
All right, that takes care of the when. It's now. Get back to your squads. Follow the phone lines out, see if you can patch them on the way.
Artillery.
Yeah.
Ground?
Yep. What is it? The Krauts. They're hitting Item Company. What's Kirby gonna do? I don't know. Why don't you ask him?
That's heavy stuff.
Yeah. You know who's getting hit, don't you, Kirby? Item Company. Small arms. Kraut infantry. They're moving in under the barrage.
Wills and Johnson ought to have been back long before this.
Hey, Kirby.
Not now, Doc.
Look, I'll take him back. Just give me one man to carry the litter.
We got an attack shaping up on our flank. I can't spare anybody now. Doc, go on back there and find some cover. That's a great idea. Pull out and leave a hole in the line, huh?
What line? Item Company goes, we're here alone. Out on the end of a big fat limb.
Yeah, if. Sarge, get back, we'll know what's going on. What's keeping him?
going out. We clobbered him.
We clobbered nobody. That was just a probe. They'll be back with more. You can count on it.
How's it, Doc? He's bleeding pretty bad, Kirby.
Grover, give him a hand here. Back there by Cage.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't. Line's gone. Line's gone.
Take it easy. I don't want this.
Gotta get out.
Take it easy. Now, through it. There's 86 there.
Get your hand. Hey, line's gone. He ran right over. Ran right over.
Soldier, what's your outfit? What outfit you with?
Item company. Item company. Item company. Item company.
He's dead.
We gotta get out of here.
Take it easy, Scott.
Take it easy, nothing. You heard what he said. Let's get out of here.
We're not going no place till Sarge gets back.
When he gets back, if he gets back. Who said he's coming back? We don't get out of here, Saunders won't have anybody to get back to.
Minna's right. Look, if what that guy said is true...
Shut up!
All we need is for you guys to panic.
You don't seem to get the message, Kirby. If Item Company is wiped out, we haven't got a chance.
Well, who says wiped out? And one guy comes here on the run, half dead.
One guy half dead, and artillery, and Krauts all over the place.
We gotta know what's going on. Little John, you gotta go out there. Get as close as you can. See how bad it is. Little John, watch yourself.
Okay, Kirby.
Austin. Austin! Get on the phone, see if it's working yet. Get back to your positions.
Still dead. Hey, Kirby.
Huh?
Want me to check the line?
No, you head straight for the CP. And leave me your canteen. The canteen, leave it with me. Spot anything?
Nothing.
Dane, Stice. Get that extra phone wire over there. Stringing the perimeter from tree to tree all around us. Collect up the canteens. Put some pebbles in them. Put them on a wire. That ought to give us some warning. Okay, take off. It's worked before.
Save your canteen.
That guy was right. Item company's all torn up.
Nobody out there at all, huh?
Yeah, Germans.
All right, Kirby. Now can we pull back?
It's me, Austin.
Okay, come on in.
I found Wilson Johnson. Dead.
You should have gone on to the CP.
I tried. I couldn't get through. I ran into crowds.
What, between him and CP? How many?
Patrols all over.
Beautiful. Now we'll never get out of here.
What are we gonna do?
Nothing. We're stuck.
Let's go. Hey, Stacy. Dig down here.
Work, man. We drove him off again.
Yeah, sure. Grover's dead. Dean's dead. And Austin might as well be. Worked just great.
I'm gonna help you over the dock.
Put your hand on that and hold it real tight.
You think I made a mess of it? 2 more dead?
Well, there's another way of looking at it, Kirby. You know, there's 9 of us still alive. You did all right. That tripwire worked. It helped.
Yeah, helped a lot more when Sarge did up on that hill.
Well, yeah, but that has nothing to do with this. The Sarge had a machine gun. It was raining. The terrain was different. It's not the same thing at all.
But the Sarge...
Yeah, but the Sarge ain't here, Kirby. And he ain't likely to be here before we get out of this thing. You know, you ought to stop worrying about what the Sarge would do. It's what you're gonna do that counts. Kirby? Whether we live or die tonight depends on you. And nobody else.
Cage? Cage, take it easy. You're gonna be okay. We're gonna get out of this. It's pretty bad, huh, Doc?
Kirby, they all are.
He'll be back. They know we're here now.
You just figured that out?
Listen, I'm gonna go check out that farmhouse we passed on the way up here. Little John's in charge. Everybody stays here. I'll be right back, Doc.
What's he gonna do at the farmhouse?
Maybe he thinks he's gonna find a tank with a motor running. Boy, we in bad shape. 4 dead, 3 wounded. Cut off and surrounded, and Kirby in charge.
What would you do, Maynard?
Pull back and work our way to the CP.
Yeah, sure. With 3 wounded men and crowd patrols between us and home.
So we take our chances. Couldn't be any worse than this. Or do you just want to sit around here and wait to be killed just because Kirby said so?
That's right, Maynard, because Kirby's in charge. Maybe you think you could do better. But like I said, Kirby's in charge. So why don't you just shut up?
Got him ready to move, Doc. We're pulling back. Anything?
No.
That farmhouse back there's got a cellar.
A cellar? So what? Let's get back to the CP.
You heard what Austin said. There's cross between here and the CP.
There's cross all around here, too. What's the difference?
Well, the difference is if we get caught in the open with the wounded, we've had it, that's what.
We got less chance in a cellar.
He's right. I vote we go back to the CP.
And look, we're not having no election here. Now get that straight, every one of you. What I say goes.
Now, wait a minute.
You wait. And we got crowds in front of us, behind us, and on both flanks. It's gonna be the cellar, period.
Little John, you cover the move.
Okay.
Stites, give Doc back there a hand with Cage.
Hold it, Kirby. Clear back in basic. One of the first things we learned was to stay out of structures. That's the first place the Krauts will look for us.
I've been through basic myself, Maynard. Now grab that phone and move out.
You and Stice go and get Grover and Dean. Bring them up here.
They're dead.
Just do like I tell you, Little John. Leave a grenade with me. Okay, get going.
Kirby, what are you gonna do with a grenade?
Gonna blow up its cellar.
So the Krauts will think it's already been flushed out. Brilliant.
What's wrong with that? Krauts are moving up all along the line.
Schmeiß.
Kirby, I don't buy it. We'd be better off running. It's a death trap down there.
Kirby, he's right. Look, shut up, both of you.
Krauts, behind us.
Close.
Close.
Okay. You guys stay down. After I blow the cellar, bring them up. Bring Grover and Dean in first. Come on. Maynard, put the phone over in here someplace. Scott, put it across the board there. Let's get the wounded in here. Everybody down and back. Get low. Maynard, help stack some stuff up here. Give us some cover. The smoke will last long enough.
Kirby. Look, this is wrong. We're trapped down here.
It's the best protection we got. Take it easy, Scotty. Take it easy.
Take it easy. You know we shouldn't be down here. No.
Scott!
Sucht mal die Häuser! Beeilt euch! Vorwärts! Wo ist er? Ich sehe ihn nicht mehr.
Krona, was ist? Erforschen Sie. Im Keller? Ja, untersuchen. Krona, verzwischen es auf. Komm. Genug. Geben Sie es auf.
They're gone. Where's Scott?
He headed for the CP, I guess. Cross was so close I couldn't keep after him.
I never figured Scotty to crack.
Well, don't blame it all on Scott. You could have helped him, but you didn't. You kept tearing him down with all that belly aching. It's our stuff.
105s. Maybe it's a counterattack.
No maybes about it. Italians opening up.
We're gonna be caught by our own shells, Kirby.
Better down here and up there. At least there's no shrapnel. They don't duck so good.
Maynard! Kirby!
Scott.
Kirby! Can you use some help?
Yeah. Yeah, man, I sure can.
Maynard! Kirby!
Over there.
Kirby, I changed my mind. I found Saunders. He's hurt bad. We found the break. We fixed the wire, Kirby. We fixed it. You hear? We fixed it.
Okay, Scott, okay. Okay, Hanley on the phone. Maynard, give him a hand here and I'll send you some help. Scott brought Sarge back. He's wounded. Go get Maynard a hand with him. Lieutenant? Lieutenant, it's me, Kirby. Yes, sir, Kirby. Listen, we're catching our own artillery up here. We're south of our old position in the cellar of a farmhouse.
Say again, Kirby. You're where?
We're south of our old position, about 40 yards, in the cellar of a farmhouse.
They're in a cellar 40 yards south of their old position. Get the coordinates to artillery fast. Yes. Kirby, we're lifting a fire in your area. What about Saunders?
Well, he's with us, Lieutenant, but he's wounded.
Listen, Kirby. There are going to be a lot of Germans pulling back toward you. And we're mounting an attack as soon as we lift the artillery. Keep the pressure on them. You got it?
Yes, sir. Out. Hey, Little John, Stice. The Cross are pulling back. We've got to try to cut them off. Come on.
And after all that, he took Maynard, Littlejohn, and Stice, and they bottled up almost a whole platoon of Germans who were trying to get back past them.
Hey, Sarge. Hey, how you guys doing? How are you?
Oh, I'm getting plenty of aspirin.
What happened to old Cage?
Took him back to the rear. He's going to be okay. Hey, the lieutenant's been telling me all about you. Looks like you did quite a job.
Yeah. When are you going to come back with us?
Who knows?
What's the rush? With you filling in for him?
Huh? No, Lieutenant. No, I'm a born follower. You think I want this bunch of guys hanging around my neck, always asking me, what are we going to do now? What are we going to do next? I got me to worry about. I'm a BAR man, period. That's it. They're not that easy to find anymore, are they, Sarge?
Oh, no, they're tough to find, Kirby.
Not me, they don't. Now, William G. Kirby, they don't. Sir.
It's not just a World War II story, though it is the greatest World War II TV series ever made and the longest running. But it works because it's a human drama. It looks at the men and the women involved in the war. The World War II is really pretty much a setting for the internal dramas of the men and women. And it works today because the stories are timeless. It deals with right and wrong.
We knew it was special. Actors wanted to be on it. Directors wanted to direct it.
And it was Selmer Productions because of Selig Seligman and his wife Muriel Seligman. That's where the Selmer came from. One reason that he was given the shot, he was related to the president of ABC at the time. That helped a lot. Seligman was a great producer. He brought a lot of talent to the show, but he basically let the show run its course. He did not have a lot of day-to-day influence on a show. Well, there was a bit of a conflict between the producers of the show at the beginning. Robert Blees and Robert Altman both, they really wanted an anthology feel to the show, so they would create some great episodes that featured individual members of the squad. However, Selig Seligman, the producer, he really wanted squad stories. So for the time that Altman and Blees were with the show during the first season, it really had that anthology feel. So you got some great episodes out of that, like Any Second Now, also Survival, and Escape to Nowhere. But later on, when those people weren't associated with it, you got the more cast feelings, like the Burt Kennedy episodes, where the squad and the interaction among the cast, that was really what kept the show together.
2 rounds, 1 clip. Lieutenant? Divide it up more evenly. Make every shot count.
A lot of times the actual producers would get with the writers and develop the concepts themselves. It was very much a director's show for the first couple of episodes, especially with Robert Altman, who would really put his stamp of individuality on every show. And the same with Burt Kennedy. He would put the individual stamp on the show. And consequently, the show, the first season was a little disjointed because you didn't have any single vision of the show. And even the actors were developing their characters as they went along.
Vic Morrow. What do you say about Vic Morrow? Not much you can say because he's gone and in the most wasted death of any human being I've ever known, or at least one of them. Vic was truly a good friend, a wonderful guy to work with, a great actor, a very giving actor, a very selfless actor, which is a rare thing to say about actors in any time, then or now, and kind of guy that you look forward to going to work with the next morning. A lot of actors in your life, you can't wait till the day is over. With Vic, you look forward to him the next day.
I was just always kind of in awe of Vic because, I mean, being the young kid, he was an actor that I envied his talent and his work ethic.
Vic Morrow. He was quite a guy, and quite an actor. I first met Vic when I came onto the series Combat, and the first episode we directed. And after the first day, he came to me after we'd wrapped, and he said, "You're the first breath of fresh air that's come in here since Bob Altman." And I'll never forget Vic telling me that. And he was a breath of fresh air to me, too, because you don't get many actors the caliber of a Vic Morrow to work with on a television series.
I remember once I asked him, stupid question, but I said, what's it feel like to be a star? And he said, I'm not a star, I'm a comet. And I will flame out before my time. Prophetic.
Rick Jason. He was a very professional actor. He always knew his words. I was on one show with him where he had 104 temperature, just like Vic did on shows. Always showed up, always did what he had to do. He was extremely good with weapons. He was a hunter. So he always looked very good firing his carbine. He looked like a soldier. He was excellent. He had good authority. He was the star of the show in the first couple of shows, and then Vic took over being the star. And they alternated.
He had a great sense of humor and a great storyteller. I do remember it was the kind of thing you're ready to roll, and in those days you had to roll, and he had this story coming up, and you hung on to the story because you really enjoyed it. I liked him.
Rick Jason was the kind of man that you felt was the most secure in the world. And as you would see him as the lieutenant on Combat, that's exactly the way he was in person. Except if you were alone with Rick, he became more introverted and quiet. In other words, I guess what I'm saying is when he was with people, he was always on. He was always acting. But a nice man. And I think he was a very insecure guy.
While we were doing the pilot, I said, "Why am I in your story?" Basic question. And he said, "Well, Pierre, I'll tell you why. You're an Acadian, you're a Cahoon, the character. When I was in Europe, I had 2 Acadian Cahoon soldiers. They were the best killer in the outfit, and they never spoke too much. They did their duty." I said, "Thank you very much."
The colonel that was on the show, one of the colonels, said he was the fastest man to reload an M1 of anybody. I mean, it was literally a fraction of a second. He'd get that thing out, and the clip was back in. The clip pops out, the clip goes back in. It was amazing, and he was quick. He's just like a cat, you know. He was excellent. He was great for the show.
During the time we were doing the pilot, we were having lunch, and Vic said to me, you know, without malice, but with a smile, he said, "You're really not an actor, are you, Pierre?" I said, "No, I am not a professional actor like you, but I am a technician, and I happen to know the business." And so we spoke. And after a while he said, "Well, that's interesting." He said, "Because, you know, I hope that if the series continues or survive, I hope to be able to someday direct a few episodes." So I said to him, I said, "Well, that's interesting. Why don't we exchange knowledge?" So he looked at me and he said, "That's fine." So from that time on, we had a sort of a good reputation, a relationship, and he really became my acting teacher.
You know, ABC was not a great network at the time. It was a struggling network, and it didn't pay very much. Shecky Greene was a top Las Vegas act. He made a ton of money, and whenever he did a Combat episode, he took a financial hit because he couldn't be working in Vegas at the time. And he said, "What am I doing here? I can be in Vegas making more money." And he walked into Altman's office and said goodbye.
I loved playing soldier because you could get down and dirty and get paid for it. What better lifestyle was that? My agent said at one point after the first season had concluded that she never could really tell who I was because all you guys look alike in those helmets and those uniforms, except she said, "I could always tell you, Tom, because you're the one with the fat ass going over the fence."
Dick Peabody, this great big hulking fellow with that fabulously deep voice, you just loved him when you first met him. Hello. He shook hands with you and your hand disappeared.
He was an announcer in Utah or someplace. He worked for radio. So he had a great voice.
So I'm holding this hand grenade and supposedly can't find the pin, and that's because Little John has found it and hidden it from me to try and get me in deeper trouble, which he always tried to do. Anyway, so when finally at the conclusion of the scene, he is to take the pin and try and put it back into the grenade handle. And he put it in there, and he had such difficulty. If you read his lips closely, you can hear him say, "Son of a bitch." And he finally got it into the hole, and that ended the scene. And the crew cracked up.
Steve Rogers is kind of a mystery.
First of all, his name was not Stephen Rogers, it was Rick Rogers. And because they already had Rick Jason as a star, they decided that he really ought to change his first name to be on the show. So he became, at that point, Steve Rogers.
Jack Hogan is an excellent actor. The man, there isn't a thing he would not do, no matter how tough the assignment, especially when the character was underwritten. He was able to fix it, and fix it in his inimitable way so as to really produce a three-dimensional character.
I must say the entire cast was really very pleasant to work with, and they were very welcoming. Gene Levitt
who saw something in a show I had done that was directed by Burt Kennedy, who was a very wonderful director, and very nice man, and a very good director, very encouraging. And after that episode, I think Gene Levitt and the producers called me in and asked if I would like to guest star as a sniper. And of course, that was an enormous feeling of accomplishment. I mean, wow. It was also interesting not to be in a Nazi uniform, which I was getting tired of, to be frank with you. I must say, from the production staff on down, people on Combat were very nice, starting with the executive producer and ending with the cast. And I had nothing but fond memories.
Metro Goldwyn Mayer. You're a kid. You're a kid and you come to L.A. and you are directing television. You get an opportunity to direct television. One day you're hired to direct a television show, and you go to Metro Goldwyn Mayer, and they let you on the lot, and they say, "Oh, you're the director?" I mean, what else can happen to you in your life? You've accomplished everything.
It was still a going studio, but it was losing money.
It was, I guess you would call, the ultimate studio as far as the resources you had to work with. And it was a joy because all you had to do was ask for something and it was there.
The studio was still fully functioning. They actually had crews that sat around and did nothing.
They shot in 6 days, and they had a budget, I believe first season it was $125,000 an episode, which wouldn't even buy you one explosion nowadays. And they did incredible work with that budget.
The days were long. They were 14-hour days by the time you got to the studio and by the time you got home. But it was worth it. I mean, at the end of the day, you felt great.
Thank heaven they all were on time, basically, or we would never have gotten the show done.
First ADs were superb. That made your job easier. They knew exactly what was, where you were going, and what was there to already prepared for you. They everything was laid out perfectly. They were way ahead of everybody. They were wonderful.
Robert Bobhauser, one of the great, in those days, black and white cameramen.
His camera operator, Cy, I mean, they would roll down the hill with handheld cameras. They would do everything with it. And yes, Sutton liked the handheld look because it was similar to the footage, the action footage that we used as stock footage from World War II.
He was in complete control and very much supportive of the director. I know he was supportive of me. Anything that I required of him, which was rather difficult at times and rather complicated, there wasn't a murmur that came out of Bob. Bob just did it and did it as best as he could, and the results were top.
Concerning the stuntmen on Combat, we didn't have stuntmen as such.
You would have the same stunt people play both the Germans and the Americans. So they'd have them in one uniform in the morning, and then they'd change nationalities after lunch break, and they'd be filming themselves, shooting themselves. And they didn't always edit that in too well, so sometimes you actually saw it was the same guy shooting himself.
Earl Parker was hired to double Vic, and Angie DeMeo was a stand-in. But oh, what a talent. And between the two, they could do anything. We had Angie shooting himself. He would be a GI with a little darkness here and a darkness here and a helmet on, maybe a little touch of a rough beard, and then here he was the Nazi, the German, with a German helmet on, so that he could do, and he had this amazing body control, Angie did. When they were shot, they didn't do all the goofy things. They just dropped. Whenever they were shot, if you watched them, boy, it was just boom.
They had an incredible safety record on Combat. There were no major accidents that I know of. There was one, actually the only one accident that I know of didn't happen first season. That was a shot where the cameraman went over one of the pots as it exploded. He got knocked off of the chair. And even then, he wasn't seriously hurt. It was really an admirable record they had of safety.
Well, he had people in jeopardy, but never in danger.
Far from the brave, yeah, because we had to make a long run across the French street to the toward the bridge, and there were pots set up all over the street. And it was my first experience with large explosives. I got out there, and as we did the first take, which I believe they printed, and that's what we used, the first pot, I got so close to it, it blew my helmet off. We didn't, tie the chin straps down, and so as I went by, the concussion just literally blew it off my head, and I had to run over, grab it quickly, and put it back on. But by that time, my eyes were filled with all that dust that comes out of that thing, too. And I wore contact lenses at the time. Oh, it was like somebody just stuck daggers in my eyes.
Again, that is so carefully set up. Your special effects people. Now, of course, people think it's all done with computers, but in those days, you had guys who dug the hole, put the charge in, ran the wire, and hit the battery. And the safety of these special effects men and their concern for the safety of the actors was phenomenal. I worked at Republic for 4 years with the Lydecker brothers, Babe and Theodore Lydecker. They were the special effects men at Republic. And I learned a lot of respect for what they did and the art with which they did it. And then I got to work with Flowers on Combat. And he was precision itself. He knew exactly if he was firing a squib at you to go off beside you, he knew exactly where that was going to go.
Well, are you going to help me blow out that gun or not?
As far as makeup goes, there was one makeup man, John Truey. There weren't 12 or 6 or... On any other show, you would have had 4 or 5. John Truey did them all. He made up everybody at MGM for years and years. From Elizabeth Taylor to, they wouldn't have anybody else. So they had to fight over it. His approach, he didn't take snapshots. He made little diagrams of actors. And what that did was, what you did on the first day of the show, we had an actor that came in that had the black under here and the black here and something here and maybe a little mustache on. He would draw that in a little sketch. He'd keep that sketch. And then in day 4, here comes that actor back. 10 minutes, he was ready. Unbelievable.
As a matter of fact, the thing I loved about working for ABC had their number was Norton, NO33311. And they had a tie line to New York. And I remember calling in and say, "Hello, is the tie line open?" And the lady would say, "Yes." I said, "Well, this is Donna from Combat." She said, "Oh, yes, sir." And she had no idea who I was. And I would call all my friends in New York free on the tie line. ABC was good to us, and they didn't know it.
When I came in there, I knew that I was going to be the guest star for that episode, period. I also read the script. I knew I got killed in it. And for a while there, it really kind of hurt because I didn't want to get killed. I kind of would love to have been able to stay around with these guys.
Most of the time, we'd go hang out with each other at the local bar afterwards, so we knew it was a family then.
All I can tell you is that those 5 years, I couldn't wait to go to work in the morning. Get up at 5, get in the car, nobody, the streets are empty, it's California. I'm going to work at MGM, what the hell? Everybody in the world is dreaming of that.
To have been a part of something like this, when you're doing it, you never think that anything's going to last this long. And most especially, the reaction of fans, the reaction of people.
I get letters still, in the past few years, from women. And which is fascinating is that all of them say that, thanks to Combat, I've learned to love my father. Because they were young, and he was a soldier. And, not many soldiers who live the real soldier talk about it. So by watching Combat with their father, you began to talk.
It was very impressive. The whole show impressed me. The writing, the direction, the acting of not only the regulars in the show, but the guest stars. It was quite an experience.
The best episodes really showed men struggling for their moral core and their moral center.
Pictures you had. But son, those people, the cops gonna cut them to pieces. Let's take it across first. Is anything sinking? Is anything sinking? We win, we lose, we live or die fighting the enemy. The enemy, and nobody else. Nobody else.
All the citizen soldiers of World War II, these were your neighbors who became heroes, not because they wanted to, but because they had to do a job. Same with firemen and the policemen of today. These are the people you want to know, because people who you can trust with your lives.
One of my dear friends, Cornelius Ryan, who wrote The Longest Day, The Last Battle, was the youngest correspondent in World War II. He was a fan of the show at the time. He liked it because it showed, again, the GI in the dirt, not just the big battles, the overall pictures from the air, and it showed the GI in the trench, actually what he was going through.
And so the combat episodes, why they're still relevant today, is because it answers those basic moral questions and how you deal with right and wrong. I think that's why the stories will be timeless for decades to come.